So the following contest is a tag team title match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the Akuto Death Society, Chris Crook and Unkillable Braden 2.
We are kicking things off the only way that Retinal Wrestling knows how to, right here in Birmingham, Alabama, for Blatant Debauchery, as the Akuto Death Society, Chris Crunk and Unkillable Braden 2 make their way to the ring to face off against the champions, the Hard Targets. Rob Weathers, as always, joined by Scotty Moore. And Scotty, these tag team championships have been hotly debated over the last several shows, especially between these two teams. And I've got to ask you, at this point, are we ever going to see an end to Akuto Death Society versus the Hard Targets?
I mean, these are a team that they both have such history between one another. But I think the interesting thing to look forward to in this match is, in fact, this late-minute replacement of Braden Toon taking over for Brain Dead Kevin Ryan. I mean, at the end of the day, the Hard Targets have been preparing for one variant on ADS. And apparently a Chris Crunk that just got fully knocked out with a streamer.
It happens to the best of us. Oh, almost. Good. Hey, it was good. Good toss, buddy.
They're the Retinal Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Steel Dragon Donnie Primetime. The hate wonder of the world, Stunt Marshall. They don't get hard. They stay hard. They are the Hard Target.
And here come the champions now. As you said, these are two teams who are destined to take each other to the grave, it seems. We will never hear an end to the story of ADS versus Hard Targets. And for the sake of the great fans here at Retinal, I hope that end isn't anytime soon, because they always bring the classics every single time these two teams are in the ring, Scotty.
And I'll be honest, ADS, they've been on the run of a lifetime, but the one thing the Hard Targets have tonight is home field advantage. Retinal is the Hard Targets' turf. This crowd is their crowd. These people are their people, and they are going to fight hard to defend those belts.
Everything the Hard Targets do is as hard as it can possibly be. They are the second ever reigning Retinal Tag Team Champions, of course, dethroning the Carnies. And what was their first defense after being gifted the titles by then General Manager Maxwell Classic? It's Ref Kevin in the ring. We got to get one man, one out for one man in, one man out for each team. I guess the drinking's already started a little bit early here at WORKPLAY. Those beautiful Retinal Tag Team Championships, as you see right there in the hands of our official, are what is on the line. Chris Crunk has had a crack at these with his other ADS stablemate Kevin Ryan before. Now with man number 3 of the team, Braden Toon. And they are looking to see if this is the variable change that they need. Is this going to be what they need to bring those titles back to the Akuto Death Society? And to your points, and you can even hear it right now, Stunt Marshall saying, we don't even have beef with you. They knew that this match was coming, but they were prepared for Kevin Ryan. They were not prepared for Braden Toon. And I think, as I said, that variable change, that little bit of a switch up, could prove to benefit ADS. Bell sounds. We're going to go ahead and get this thing started. All 4 men in the ring just throwing shots.
Yeah, you're talking about one in, one out. Looks like we finally have it. Chris Crunk facing off against the hate wonder of the world himself, Stunt Marshall.
And these are two people that we all know hate each other with every fiber of their being. Chris Crunk looking to fire up, hits the ropes, but caught by Stunt Marshall.
Oh, wait a minute. Look to turn it into a DDT, but instead gets caught by Stunt.
Stunt's a little too big, a little too strong for that mess. Little variation of that X-Plex there. Maintain grip a little longer than usual as Braden Toon now rolls in the ring. Toon, that kick to the midsection, might be looking to write the eulogy. No, instead just drops down. Stunt Marshall right in the center of the ring, but here comes Donnie Primetime with a chop from the top.
Oh, Donnie now firing up. Off the ropes, up and over.
The battle cry of the hard targets as Donnie Primetime wipes out both members of the Akuto Death Society. Donnie Primetime and Chris Crunk, so many memories between these two. The original founding members of the Akuto Death Society, Chris Crunk and Donnie Primetime. Goes for that chop off the top once again, but Crunk had it stout. It got the goozle. And now he's got both members of the hard targets.
Turns it around. Oh, straight into one another.
Right back to it, and the double choke slam from Crunk.
Rallying behind Chris Crunk, giving him that power to take on both members of the hard targets right now.
The signature hype man Crunk offense. Looking to send Stunt into Donnie, but Stunt quickly turning it around with a short clothesline to Chris Crunk.
There wasn't anything pretty about that. That was Stunt Marshall getting tired of Chris Crunk's antics and wanting to put things firmly back in the camp of the hard targets, and that's exactly where they are right now.
Stunt Marshall's been tired of Chris Crunk for a long time. That real-life animosity has been playing in and out of the ring over the last several months here in Retinal Wrestling. Both men shoot Crunk off the ropes, both with a back elbow. You son of a bitch. Here's that Predator elbow drop.
Nearly earns them the victory. Saw Braden Toon getting in the ring, getting ready to break things up.
Braden has not been much of a factor in this match since the early moments. You see Braden just recently making his way back into the corner, but still not enough to save his partner as the hard targets are doing a great job of cutting off the ring.
A death drop there for Chris Crunk into the center of the ring.
Devastating back suplex from the eighth wonder of the world, and Donnie Primetime calling the plays from the outside. Right hand from God there from Stunt Marshall. Stunt taunting Chris Crunk. Oh, goodness.
And you know Stunt Marshall's got to be delighted to see this, to get this opportunity to face off against Chris Crunk. Yes, the fans love him, but he's a man that feeds off of hate, which is all Chris Crunk's been feeding him for the last few months.
And Stunt Marshall, to your credit, enjoying every bit of this. Probably not going to be looking to tag out anytime soon as Nothing to Lose starts firing back with those elbow shots. Goes for the kick. Out of the way, and a stunner from Marshall.
Oh, hate, yeah, goes into the pinfall.
Broken up by Braden Toon. You see Crunk going for the tag, but in the wrong corner. Crunk is definitely delirious after those shots. Back to back to back from Stunt Marshall. Donnie Primetime making his way into the ring. Still needs a tag to make it legal, and here comes Primetime. Laying the boots down there, Nothing to Lose.
I don't think we have ever seen Chris Crunk in this type of situation. He is getting decimated by the hard targets.
Tag made once again, Stunt Marshall back in the match. Using every bit of the referee's discretionary 5 count to double team Chris Crunk. going to work on nothing to lose. And Chris Crunk is out, man. Chris Crunk has hardly been able to move whatsoever the last several minutes of this match.
And that just trying to worm his way over to make that tag. And eats a knee straight to the back of the cranium for it.
Let's see what the Hard Targets have in mind here. Both men back in the ring. Going to drop Braden Toon.
Yeah, they may be fan favorites, but they also ain't afraid to fight dirty, Rob.
Not whatsoever. Little do-si-do over the top of Primetime and sends stun into his partner, and here comes Braden Toon.
And like a house of fire, the wild card of this matchup, making his presence known. Stunt to the outside.
Out of the way of Primetime, all the way up top with the Enziguri. Wrenches the arm of Primetime. Primetime reverses Irish Whip into the corner, but Toon's out of the way. What the hell has Toon got in mind here? A Boston Crab through the top and middle turnbuckles. Stunt Marshall back in the ring, but eats a right hand from Unkillable. Out from Braden Toon. Toon looking to put Marshall away, hooks the leg, and we have new champs though.
Last minute kick out, but after everything we've seen the Hard Targets go through here at Retinal, Braden Toon, I'm going to tell you it's going to take a lot more than that. Honestly, Rob, it does seem like the story of this match is between these two individuals. You saw it right there. Crunk kicking Primetime out of the ring, essentially, just so he can fixate on Stunt Marshall.
And as you said earlier, you're playing into Marshall's hand with that. Marshall knows hate better than anybody. But let's see what ADS have in mind. Max driver position and the stomp from Crunk. Double team offense from ADS, hooks the leg, new champs, new champs. No, Marshall kicking out just in the nick of time.
ADS looking to throw everything but the kitchen sink at Stunt Marshall.
Primetime's in. Catches Braden Toon, but Crunk still climbing up, but gets caught by Marshall.
But there's that ring awareness from Donnie
Primetime! Launches him into the cutter from Primetime, stacks up Crunk for the pin, and Crunk kicking out at 2.
And now we're there. We are in that next gear. We are on that next level. And this is where champions are made.
The champs looking to seal the deal now.
Wait a minute, Toon. The equalizer rolls him up.
The bridge, but just out of it. Primetime just looking to create a little bit of space after that one. Eats the super kick from Toon. Eats another one from Crunk. Just kicks up plenty from the Akuto Death Society. They're not. Goes for the 3D, but oh. Catching Toon.
Oh, Crunk finally getting back in the ring. I thought he was out, but he's back in.
And double super kicks, laying out the Steel Dragon. Let's see if it's enough. I think we might be seeing that dead man walking brain buster. Toon's got Primetime up.
That's right, but interestingly, look at this. Crunk not going to the top rope like Kevin Ryan would, but wait.
And the cover is made. Looks like the Hard Targets have retained.
And still, Retinal Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Stunt Marshall, Tony Primetime, the Hard Targets.
That flash roll up from Donnie Primetime, catching Braden Toon off guard while Crunk was being distracted by Marshall on the outside. And once again, the Hard Targets retain the Retinal Tag Team Championships.
How ironic, that modified variable, that wild card, the form of Braden Toon, the thing that Crunk thought him would bring them that gold, is ironically the very thing that lost them the opportunity.
The champs stay hard for at least another day. Celebratory handshake, center of the ring. And what a way to kick things off here at Retinal Pro Wrestling presents Blatant Debauchery. Rob Weathers, joined by Scotty Moore as always, and we have so much more still to come, including the entirety of the Tri-State Championship Tournament.
That's right, Big Breakfast. This is going to be one of the biggest shows of the year from Retinal Wrestling. And let me tell you something, all four of those competitors in that tournament, in my opinion, may not like all of them are worthy of calling themselves champion.
And we're going to find out sooner rather than later who that champion will be as the first match of round one starts right now.